My dad told me he always had a kinship to the battle flag. Always growing up, he knew there was something there, but he couldn't put it together. I called my 97-year-old grandmother, and I asked her, do we have any soldiers in the family? I gave her 3 descriptions. Verde, which means green, for modern-day soldier. Blue, azul, or gris, means gray. And she said, mijo, which means my son in Spanish, is gris. It was gray. My great-great-grandfather was named Andres Torres Rodriguez. He was born in Mexico. He was a laborer. And he was in 8th Texas Infantry, and his unit later on got incorporated to the Texas 33rd Cavalry under Santos Benavides, who was the highest Mexican-American Confederate officer. He was a colonel. There was over 13,000 Hispanic soldiers throughout the Confederate States, but out of those 13,000 were 2,500 Tejanos. And it's 2 words combined. Texas in Spanish is Tejas. Mexican in Spanish, Mexicano. You combine both words, Tejano. They contributed a lot for Southern independence. I think that they deserve respect, honor, and dignity under the Confederate flag that they fought for. There was people of color, Mexican people, and other Hispanics, and other people of color that fought in this war. Everyone's reason was different, but primarily they fought in this war for their independence and to protect their homeland. I joined the SCV because I'm extremely proud of my Confederate heritage. I have Confederate DNA. I just want to ensure that the present generation and future generations know and never forget the contributions of Hispanics in the War of Northern Aggression. I am Richard Luna Garcia, the great-great-grandson of Private Andres Torres Rodriguez, a Tejano Confederate soldier.
When my mother was in college, she danced with Confederate veterans. To me, it wasn't that far away. You know, my father knew this. My mother knew this. Almost 50 years ago, I joined the Sons of Confederate Veterans. In those days, we weren't concerned about saving monuments or any of those things. That wasn't necessary. In fact, none of us had any remote idea that it would ever come up. We can't just sit there and react. We have to be proactive. Or, as Robert E. Lee said, the best way to disrupt your enemy's plans is to strike first. Everyone should do all in his power to collect and disseminate the truth, in the hope that it may find a place in history and descend to posterity. History is not the relation of campaigns and battles and generals or other individuals, but that which shows the principles for which the South contended and which justified her struggle for those principles. If you're looking for some place to be where you think you're going to accomplish something to save our history, go to the Sons of Confederate Veterans. I'm Thomas Lee Jesse. I'm a descendant of Private Daughtery Gilmer, a Confederate veteran.
Whew. Welcome to Look Around the Confederation. Ooh, this is going to be a rough one. Welcome to Look Around the Confederation. I'm your host, the Evening Moose, and before we get started, please remember, the views and opinions expressed in this broadcast, not necessarily the views and opinions of the SCV, is GEC, knowing divisions, brigade, camps, or subsidiaries. How is everybody doing in Dixieland tonight? We have a long overdue Look Around the Confederation. I want to apologize to everybody for it taking so long for us to get to this new season of Look Around, because y'all have been sending in a lot of news over the break. And of course, with Lee Jackson month kind of going in full force. But it has been a hectic couple weeks. I had, of course, we didn't have Commander's comments to start off the year because of some scheduling conflicts. My camp was meeting the next Thursday. Last Thursday, I was in a tsunami, a winter tsunami. And I think I missed another Thursday because of something else. And this Thursday, I have COVID. So if that's why I sound awful, it's because I have COVID. And hence why the show started a bit later is I just almost had to cancel tonight's show again. But I thought the show goes on and my ancestor wouldn't let COVID stop him. So I decided, even though I feel awful, haven't been able to take my medicines because I have no water right now, and feel like death itself, I thought I would go ahead and continue on. A lot of news is still loading in. Because of me being sick, I forgot to load up the news. I don't know how my brain was thinking I would do a news show without loading the news, but it did happen. So sadly, that is why some things are taking a bit longer, show-wise. And because of certain things I am doing with COVID, I don't know how long tonight's show is going to be. We might have to take a random Pop-Tart break so I can, how do I want to put this on the air? So I can not get sick on camera. That would be nice. I do ask everybody to share this out because I have not been sleeping well because of this. So I forgot to share out the episode because I'm on 3 hours of sleep right now too. So if y'all could just help out a sick moose, share the episode out and be patient as stuff is slowly still loading in. I, again, apologize. A lot of news is not going to be covered tonight simply because it's a lot. It would take an hour and a half, and I don't know if I have an hour and a half in me, just being honest. I passed out for 3 hours from giving my horse hay today. So, I have no idea how this is going to go. I have been extremely weak all week since Sunday, and it has just not been a good week for a moose. But I want to know how everybody's doing. I see past Commander-in-Chief Paul Gremlin Jr. in the chat. Good to see you. The most sharp-dressed man in the SCV. I see Jason Lloyd in the chat. Good to see you. I see Mr. Jeffrey in the chat. Good to see you. I see Kentucky Division Commander Kyle Tom. Kyle is one of the reasons I'm late. The only reason Kyle's on time is because I had to start the show nearly 30 minutes late. But Kyle is the reason I'm late because I forgot, as I said, in my sickened state to send in any of the news to StreamYard to be uploaded. Kyle is the reason I'm sick, or because I'm late, is because Kyle blew up my dadgum email, Kyle, which is a great thing. I'm just messing with Kyle. Kentucky has been on fire, obviously. Again, I apologize. Not all of that is getting read tonight, Kyle. I just not going to be able to do it. So, Kyle is the reason I'm late. Him and the whole Kentucky division being on fire for the cause, so blame them. Robert Corbin, good to see you. David, good to see you. Al, good to see you. Hurry up, Moose. I'm trying. I'm hanging on. I'm wearing the wrong hat. I don't know where my Mississippi flag hat is. I don't even know when I put this hat on, honestly. It's one of my Ole Miss hats, but I didn't wear it here. Honestly, it's this week has been a vague mystery to myself. That's a good thing, Kyle. Normally it'd be a good thing. It's a good thing today. I just, golly, Kyle. I have been trying to get through all your news for like 20 minutes. Wait. Are you the same Jeff that sent me stuff too? Jeff saying you have a problem? Mr. Jeffrey, did you send me stuff too? I'm just messing, but no, it's always good to see a lot of stuff in the inbox. We usually have a lot of stuff in January. And I encourage everybody, if I don't go over your stuff tonight, again, I do apologize. I do apologize for the lack of look-arounds. It has just been one of those weird months. But obviously, I just can't tonight. I probably shouldn't be up out of bed doing this, but it's for a good cause, so I couldn't help myself. Oh, I probably should be in the hospital. What are you in the hospital for, Victor? Good to see you, Victor. I didn't know you were in the hospital. I was about to say, Jeff, I'm looking over here on my screen. Your stuff is still loading in. So Jeff was like, he has a problem. And I was like, Jeffrey, that name sounds familiar. I look at my email. I got 3 things from Jeff, which are all great things. I'm just messing tonight. I know someone's going to take that literal and be like, oh, well, I'm not sending anything in anymore. Oh, a chili cook-off at National. We'll talk about that. Yeah, you guys got to be patient with me. We're taking things slow tonight and having a fun time. So how's everybody been doing? I was dead Monday. I was supposed to host Monday, if you're wondering why I wasn't there. But Monday, I couldn't even get out of bed. I was so tired and weak. So I had Mr. Sean and Adam fill in for me. I hope it was a good show. I haven't got to go watch it yet. This is the most I have been up in since Sunday to come over here and do the show. I have been trying to do the animals, my farm work, to various ranges of success. I think I gave my father a good laughing, seeing me do it. Okay, I see what you were talking about with this, Jeff. Okay. All right. We got 2 of your things in, Jeff. We'll have to do the third later. Victor, we're talking about right now. There's just so much news I can't possibly go over it all this episode. And trying my best to also survive. But let's see here. Hopefully, we will be back to normal next week. I have 3 folders of news to go over for next week. So hopefully I will be alive and well next week. I think next week is, if I'm not mistaken, yes. So we'll have Commander's comments on the 6th. I know I say this a lot, but I'd love to try to do 2 episodes. Victor, I'm still trying to find yours. I saw yours for a second, and then my email updated. But I mean, there's just so much news. I'm gonna have to film another episode when I'm feeling better, and just have a recorded episode, maybe a live stream on a Wednesday. Y'all let me know down in the comments below. My my dad has not wanted to get near me. Whenever I was like, I know this feeling, I have COVID. And I knew I had COVID because I hung out with someone that had COVID. I know, genius, right? So I go to with my friend. He's getting his engagement ring, picking it up. You know, we spent like 3 hours together talking about, you know, him going off to get married. And then next thing I know, he's like, hey, you know, I have COVID. You might have it. And not a day or two later, or a couple days later, I was like, oh, I have COVID, you jerk. And so, yeah, my father has been like leaving me medicine in the living room and stuff like that. Dad didn't show me anything yet. But yeah, no, I am somewhat back beyond the living. It took 4 or 5 days, but I'm here again. I would take the stomach flu in a heartbeat right now. I've had the flu. And this is just about as bad as the flu. I'm sorry, Victor. Let's see here. Just looks at him. Hey, I just want to let you know, marriage is the #1 cause for divorce. That's good, Victor. I like that. I think I actually have your news starting to load now, Victor. Partly. It's loading. The December 11th news, Victor. If you have another challenge coin and you are making me wait another year for it, I'm going to be hurt. I was a good aide de camp. I got you coffee. I got you a T-Rex cake. I was a good, well, actually, I don't know if the T-Rex cake should count as a good aide de camp, so let's delete that. That was more of a chat thing and not my duties as your aide. But I got you coffee. I followed you around like a guard. I was a good aide de camp. David. Yeah, no, I had COVID. I originally had COVID back in 2021. So this is my second time with it. And I will admit, even though this has been very awful, I'll go ahead and say it. It is not as bad as the first time. The first time I was out for like 2 weeks. Luckily, I'm starting to feel better. But let's see here. So Victor, you're in luck. Your news is loading now. So at this point, I'm about to turn off because I can turn off when uploading news stops. Simply because I think we'll have enough for me to get through and hopefully hang on to. Mr. Eric, could you please get a petition on my behalf that I was a good aide de camp to past Commander-in-Chief Jason Boshears, and I should stop being mistreated. I feel a smidge mistreated. Again, I got him a cake. Okay, that is fair, Victor. That is fair. Would not want that on anything. But yeah, no. I see someone put a laughing face in the chat, and it was Eric. So thank you, Eric. But thank you all for tuning in. Again, I know it's been so long since we did a look around episode, and again, my apologies. But hopefully, look around will have a better. We'll get back on track. It did kind of go off the rails towards the end of last season, simply because of just awful scheduling on me and GCB's part. We couldn't find a day where either of us were free to do it. What gift did you give my father is the question now. Now I don't know. I do have. Do I have your Commander-in-Chief coin? Yeah, you gave it to me as you were getting out of office, I think. Jason didn't know that this was going to be used. The time I'm stalling to upload news, Jason didn't realize it was going to be him. But it's because he's past Commander-in-Chief and a dear friend that I'm bullying Jason. I'm taking aide-de-camp privilege. There's past Commander-in-Chief privilege, and there's past aide-de-camp privilege, where you get to make fun of the person you aided for. I do it to Connor all the time. I aided for Connor for 4 long years. 4 long years. Now we're getting back to this. And I don't know how to feel about that. That's just mean. Thank you, Al. I am slowly starting to feel better. I slept, as I said, 3 hours last night, but honestly, that's longer than I have the past couple of nights. I either sleep for 3 or 2 hours during the night and sleep through the rest of the day, or sleep through the afternoon. It has been a weird schedule with my COVID for some reason. Dag nabbit. I just saw Jason's comment. So it's been weird. As I said, last night I got 3 hours of sleep. I did have to rest, as I said, after I fed the animal. So I got all in all about 6 now. Very spread out 6 hours, but I got 6 hours, so I guess I shouldn't complain. I've went off less. Honestly, the sleep doesn't bother me. Lack of sleep doesn't bother me. Being congested, not being able to breathe out of my nose, not being able to eat, I'm starving to death. I'm very fat and not used to not being able to eat. I not liking that. And just being sore all the time and cold or hot all the time. I'm burning up right now. So Jason says it has nothing to do with me being his aide de camp, which again was a good one. He says it's left up to my father if he shows it to me. See, the problem is do we wonder if my father's forgotten about it, or he's just waiting to show it to me? Who knows? I was going to try to see you that night, but you shushed me off, which is probably good for you. A past Commander-in-Chief came this close to probably catching or talking to me while I was being exposed to COVID. Eric says he uses Jason's Lieutenant Commander-in-Chief coin as a table or wobbling lift for a wobbly table. I was so happy when I got that, and when I got the Commander in Chief challenge coin, I honestly probably grinned for about 45 minutes. Where's GCB? He should be given. He doesn't want COVID. He thinks he'll still catch it if he's on air with me. If y'all remember correctly, when we had our first ever season of SCV Chat, I will say this, just pointing it out there for everybody. I have COVID and I showed up. When GCB got COVID, we didn't see him for like 4 episodes back in season 1. Did not see him whatsoever. When I got COVID the first time, I showed up, I think, after the second week. I can't remember. We'd have to go back and look at that. Yeah, no, I'm happy I was able to get through all my Lee Jackson banquets this month. Before I got sick. It was truly a blessing. It apparently affects people differently. When my dad got it, I think Dad got it after me. I didn't give it to him because at the time I was still living in Upper Mississippi. But when he had it, he had different symptoms than I did. It was weird. And now I have different symptoms than I did when I first got it. I hate COVID. At least with the flu, you know what you're getting. And I haven't had the flu in a couple of years. I'm going to get it now that I've said that. But I remember getting the flu, and I mean, I'd still go to class. I don't know if I can do that anymore. But let us look, and let's start diving into a bit of news every now and then. So our first bit of news, we're going to be going in here. Let's see here. The Sons of Confederate Veterans. Legram Beauregard Camp 1460 presents the 68th annual Barton Vincent Lecture featuring guest speaker, historian, author Derek Lindau. He is the author of We Shall Conquer or Die. This will be January 26th at the Graves County Public Library Community Room. Program begins at 6 p.m. It's free to get in, and all are welcome. I did not miss blowing up a program like that and messing up pronunciation. I love how everybody is like having some easy COVID stories. Meanwhile, I'm over here like, I didn't realize it was Thursday today until someone told me. No idea. I missed Wednesday church, and I don't know how long. And someone was like, "Yo, you coming to church?" And I was like, "It's Wednesday." Had no idea. SCV fundraiser idea: Moose to English dictionary. Like, do we want me trying to read the dictionary and people pay to watch that, or try to define what I'm saying half the time? Either way, I think it'd be great. Oh, we got some jokes now. I had Corona last week with some tacos. Yeah, no, I haven't had anything to eat. I ate a hot dog yesterday, which put me out of action for like 2 hours. And then oddly enough, I was able to eat like a pulled pork sandwich and some red beans and rice. It's weird. It comes and goes, my levels. I haven't eaten anything today, for example. I'm starving. I just started feeling like I could eat a couple minutes before we started the show. It's been weird. Let's see here. I believe this is our first bit of news. Going to the Missouri Division Lee Jackson Supper in Carthage, Missouri. Now, this is pictured. Let's see here. Army of Tennessee Commander Mr. John Far Right, ATM Executive Councilman, and past Commander-in-Chief, the Lone Ranger, Chuck McMichael, second from the left. The National Chief of Staff, J.C. Hanna, far left. And that charming guy with the phenomenal hat is Missouri Division Commander Jeff. So, great picture, guys. Great picture. So I'm glad the Missouri Division is having or had a great Lee Jackson supper. I got to go to Missouri Division not too long ago. It was a great time. I got to talk to a lot of people. People are just making so many jokes in the chat. Glad y'all have some jokes. But I'm glad that y'all were able to have a great time. Thank you, Mr. Jeff, for sending that in. Mr. Jeff for sending that in, because I love seeing news from the Missouri Division. Y'all are tearing it up out there. So please keep it up. And I can't wait to see much more about more y'all do. And also, I don't know if I said this, but 75 people attended this supper. 75. That is just a crazy good number. So congratulations. Thank y'all again for sending that in. And I hope y'all had a fantastic evening. I hope Chuck didn't run y'all out of your state. The whole reason I don't go to Louisiana more is because past Commander in Chief Chuck McMichael chases me around with a stick, and I forget who I am for like a half an hour. But if you can tell me where that reference is from, you win a star. But thank you guys for sending in your news again. Great work. And keep it up. Keep sending me more news. We'll start posting the news on the Facebook and Instagram pages again. Even if they're covered on Look Around, we try to give 2 postings if we can. He was great entertainment. Oh, yeah. Past Commander Chief Chuck Michael's awesome. He's hilarious. Always fun to see him, and glad y'all had a great great event. It's amazing that Eric is alive after drinking Corona. No, it only has 2 carbs. Yeah. Got to have a lime with it too. Y'all are just hardy har. Announcement from General Headquarters. Attention all adjutants and commanders. Proration starts February. Contact HQ for details. So remember that. If you have any problems, contact HQ, and I believe membership is on the dial tone, the press, whatever. I haven't had to call in a while. I might call and just say hi. They're not busy enough. And this is when Eric puts me on the do not. Don't let him renew. No, our headquarters employees work their butts off for us, man. And I can't thank y'all enough. And I can't thank you enough, Eric, for all the hard work you do, even if you're making fun of me for having COVID. I'll cough on you next time I see you. I feel like that's fair. The Bradford Rose Camp 1638 of Morristown, Tennessee, with the Sam Davis UDC chapter, had a Longstreet birthday celebration at the Longstreet Museum. The museum is usually closed this time of year, but opened up to help promote the SCV, the UDC, and the museum. Here are a couple pictures. That's cool, by the way. I love that cake. And I believe this is one. Yay! Yes, it is. So you could see some of the people in that picture. That's the wrong one. Click back at here. Congratulations to Camp 1638 and the Sam Davis UDC chapter on, it looks like, a successful event in celebrating General Longstreet. I love seeing events like this, the UDC and SCV working together. It always warms my heart and always makes me happy to see. And honestly, seeing that picture made me feel better already. So thank y'all for sending that in, and congrats on a successful event. We're about to be going to some of Kyle's stuff because Kyle sent in like a crap ton. Real quick, another thing from Eric. New members can prorate dues, I believe, for $57.50. Their membership will expire July 31st of 2026. The offer must be taken when the member joins. So I'm taking a picture of that just to remember for myself. Dude's not. I figured, Eric. I mean, I can't judge. I mean, I probably sent you a spell check error or misspelling on our dues. I think I misspelled one of my own family members' names wrong. So don't tell them. Don't go back and look for it either, because I know you, Eric. Don't do that. Yeah, a crap ton, but you're a good division commander, Kyle. So thank you. Again, I'm joking. Please keep sending me news. Everybody, blow up my email. This is a great problem to have. So let's see here. All right, now we're going to Kentucky. Boom. Kentucky. So the 2025 Western Brigade Lee Jackson was held just 5 days ago, January 25th, at a Baptist church in Kentucky. 6 camps participated, along with representatives from the OCR, the UDC, and General Headquarters. Who's from General Headquarters in the picture? Or did I not get them in the picture? See, now I'm going to be looking for that. Camp 2, 76 Commander Wayne Tate and Division Commander Kyle Thompson performed the guest speaking duties. I bet that was good. Let's go through. I think I have, another picture here. Wow. Victor, I put you in the back of the line simply because I know it bothers you. And because I needed to smile just a bit, even though I'm sick. So you're welcome. I think so, Jason. Again, with me being sick and just having to pace myself, we won't be able to get into it this episode. We started late because I just could not focus and function for a second, and I am barely active as it is. So we might have to have a special episode to look around next week when I'm feeling a bit better, hopefully, because there was a lot of news and there was no way I was getting it. But I do want to cover Lexington, Virginia. And I think I do have something from Lexington, Virginia, and it might be from you, Jason. I didn't misspell it. I just had too many Coronas. Eric, you're killing me. Oh my. Eric, next time I come up there to volunteer, I'm accidentally knocking something off your desk. Okay. In attendance at this event was Chaplain in Chief Hitter. So, congratulations. That's awesome. All right. Okay, Jason. I think this is you. I'm so foggy right now, Jason. I think you're coming up, but I think this is you. Lexington, Virginia. The Turner Ashby Camp 1567 of the Sons of Confederate Veterans took part in the Lee Jackson Day ceremony and parade in Lexington, Virginia, January 18th. This is an event I'm always jealous of, as I haven't been able to attend it yet. I can't wait to attend it one day. It will happen. Let me have dreams. And so the Turner Ashby Camp did a lot. They, of course, this is them by Stonewall's monument. And this is them, I think, in a group picture of everybody. Awesome crowd. I know the Lexington, Virginia Lee Jackson is like the biggest Lee Jackson. Huge crowds. And then here's y'all marching in a dead gum parade, man. Like, okay, Jason, I'm sorry. As I said, my brain is dead as a door hammer. Let's go back. Jason's at the far right. Yeah, I thought that was you. I was just like, I didn't want to like say it and then, it not be you. So I was like, okay. But the Turner Ashby Camp 1567, I hope to be able to fall in with y'all next year and maybe have my camp flag or something. I've always wanted to go to Lexington, Virginia, and I'm so jealous, but I'm glad y'all took part of it. Keep that event alive in Lexington. Make sure it always stays a big deal. You send in more pictures, and that will be posted on our Facebook and Instagram, just letting you know. But that is just an awesome event. I have to get up there one year. If I go up one time, I know I'm going to try to go up every year, simply because that is the Lee Jackson Day event. In my opinion, a lot of camps, a lot of UDC, a lot of people work hard to make great events, but I don't know if you can beat Lexington. From what I have seen, it's going to be hard to beat. Moose, didn't I say that? I don't know. Eric's just like basically saying, every time I'm like, I'm sick, Eric's like, that sucks for you, but I'm fine. Eric, I'm going to remember this next time I'm up there volunteering. I'm going to spill coffee on you. I wouldn't do that because you have way too many good suits. Wouldn't spill coffee on you, but I'd think about it. I would pour it on your head. That's what I'll do. I'll pour it on your head. All right. But yeah, great event. Congratulations and thank you to the Turner Ashby Camp 1567 on participating in the parade and the ceremony. Next, let's see here. Where is it? Here it is. The Bluegrass Brigade's Lee Jackson dinner was on this past Saturday. Dr. Lewis Wilder was the speaker and did an interpretation of Jeb Stuart. There's also a special thank you to Army of Tennessee Councilman Roy Hudson for making the trip from Florida. This is a Kentucky event, if I'm not mistaken. So, congratulations. I hope y'all had a phenomenally Jackson dinner. And again, thank you for Mr. Roy for attending. Love to see it. Love to see it. We are almost through the news, I believe. Let's see here. Yes, we only have 2 news stories left, and we'll be calling it a night. So, yes, several hundred years or several hundred are there every year. I definitely want to make it. It's 60. I couldn't have a cigar right now if you paid me. Lexington event was ground zero for the Friends of the Douglas Southall Freeman group. Great group, by the way. And Friday Night Light. Great live, by the way. You should check out both, everybody. Hey. I didn't know that, David. Oh, wow. Look at that. Jason says there were over 80 to 100 people attended in Lexington 2 weeks ago. Oh, Eric, if you have any pictures, please send them to me. I wouldn't mind posting them and putting them on the next show. But Eric says, if there's anybody from North Carolina, he was there at their last DEC meeting and was honored to be one of their speakers. Wow. Congratulations. I bet you gave a good speech, Eric. I'll be nice to you, even though you're, making fun of the fact that I have COVID to me. Hurtful, man, hurtful. This comes from the upcoming national reunion in 26, but there's a fundraiser, a chili cook-off and fundraiser for the 2026 SCV National Reunion silent auctions. First, second, and third place awarded. $20 entry fee. All are welcome. March 8th, 2024 or 2025 at 4 p.m. in Kentucky, in Camp Belleville, Kentucky. Sponsored by the ladies. $15 per person to eat chili. And to eat chili, sandwiches, desserts, and drinks. I'd get it out eventually. Oh, yeah. I'm not crazy. But yeah, no, that's awesome. I wish I could make it up for an event like that. I don't like chili, but I would love to try the desserts and just, of course, visit with people. Southerners are just, they gather around food. So I hope that's a great event. Oh, hey, Commander. Commander, past Commander-in-Chief Paul Graham Jr. said he will be in Kentucky this Saturday. Victor, the more you joke, the more I push your news back. Not like you're going over the top with the Corona jokes yourself. All right. Last bit of news, and we're going to wrap it up. And we're finally to Victor. And I do want to congratulate. This is an awesome accomplishment. On December 11th, 2024, the Private William Riley Milton Camp 741 of the Florida Division celebrated its 30th anniversary. Pictured here is Camp Commander Victor Smith holding the original camp charter from 1994. Congratulations to the men of the Private William Riley Milton Camp 741 on this massive accomplishment. To have a camp be active for 30 years, to have it defend Southern history and heritage for 30 years is a massive accomplishment. You know, my camp just did it, or celebrated our 30th in 2023. So I know how happy and proud you are, Victor. And I cannot congratulate your camp enough. Big props for having the original charter. Our original charter got taken by one of our past officers that left or switched camps. And so we never got ours. We had to get a national to send us another one. But, you know, congratulations. That's great. I'm so happy for your camp. I'm so happy for you. With celebrating 30 years of the Private William Riley Milton Camp 741. And I hope to see y'all at year 60 in 30 more years. So congratulations. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the show. Again, we didn't go over all the news that has been sent in yet. I am already feeling pretty bad and needing a break. And I don't think y'all would want to sit here for 30, 40 minutes while I try to catch my breath and calm down because I'm just already wiped out from doing the episode. And I only probably filmed 30 minutes. So hopefully I'll be better next week and we can dive into all the news. And we would start from the very beginning because we have so much great news to get through and so much great things to do for the cause. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure to tune in Monday for your next episode of SCV Chat. And next time I see you, make sure to send your pictures, short videos, and write-ups to scyouthoutreach@gmail.com, and you'll be featured on the upcoming episode of Look Around the Confederation. We will be getting back into things, not next week. We'll probably do an episode on Wednesday, Tuesday. I'll see. And let you know Monday, because next Thursday is Commander's Comments returning. So I don't know when we'll do it yet, but please keep sending us stuff in. We will be just catching up on old news next week or next time, unless you have some breaking news or an event. So I will see you guys soon. And God bless the South. God bless all y'all. And make sure to stay Southern, my friends. Good night, everybody.